Hey everybody, welcome on in. My name's Rise. We're going to be going over this brand new expansion, Titans for Hearthstone. Yesterday, Vicious Syndicate dropped a new podcast where they discussed what's good and not so good. So let's go into a summary of what they had to say. And after that, we'll check out what NoHandsGamer said on his recent tier list. So thank you for joining. Let's dive in with the 3 best classes right now. Mage was the most well-rounded deck in the game. It has a great matchup against Mech Rogue, which makes it very valuable. Mech Rogue, you're going to see a lot of Mech Rogue. Priest does not like Mage at all, so Mage has a great matchup spread. If you have Lady Najjar in your collection, Lady Najjar, this is one of her first times where she is seeing really good usage. The arcane version is extremely useful. It makes the rest of your arcane spells cheaper. And because this is an OTK deck with arcane spells blasting the enemy to death, cheapening your arcane spells is incredible. But great news, her other versions are also useful too. So for Mage, what you want to do is get your 2 mana keyboard weapon on turn 2. The best thing you could do with that is on turn 4, play Cold Case. The game will become a lot more comfortable when you hit that curve of the 2 mana weapon into Cold Case. So this is an OTK deck, so it'll see heavy play at top legend, where you should expect people to run 2 solid alibis and generate more copies of solid alibis using things like volume up. The next strongest deck in the game, at least one of the top 3 strongest decks, is Mech Rogue. It's an extremely fast, aggressive deck where you play a 1-drop, a mech on 1, and then you just look to magnetize it and snowball from there. So it's a very much so a feast or famine type deck. Either you completely snowball and win, or they clear you and you die. So Miracle Rogue needs a little time still to recover. It's tier 4 right now, but it may very well end up being okay, just needs some time. Secret Rogue is actually quite good. Disruption is very good right now, but just there are not many people playing it. That Ghastly Gravedigger card is very good at disrupting combos. Thief Rogue is bad. So NoHandsGamer has a wonderful deck list here that I have linked. For Mech Rogue, Bunny Hopper here has a deck list for Secret Rogue, where he went 80% in the top 10 today. Hunter, a top 3 deck in the format alongside Rainbow Mage and Mech Rogue. There was a recent bug fix to a Baby Yoremonger card, which I'm not going to go into, but Hunter was already good, and it got a little better there. So Hunter has great matchups against Mage. It does get countered by the very fast, aggressive Mech Rogue, but it is extremely well-rounded. It beats Priest, which is great. Everybody loves that. And it's good against Shaman. It's good into Relic Demon Hunter. So clearly a really good matchup spread for Hound Hunter. The list from the Theory Crafting article looks great from Vicious Syndicate as well. Finally, for Hunter, the Secret Hunter list looks great. However, you should include an Arcane package, and if you do, it will become a Tier 1 deck. I've included multiple deck lists here, one from the amazing Hat Trick, and the other one here is a secret Arcane list that I have found for all of you. A Tier 2 deck, according to both Vicious Syndicate and NoHandsGamer, is Shaman with their Overload Nature OTK game plan. It's a bit hard to figure out, as in it's unrefined, still a lot of potential to it. It's pretty hard to play, so most of ladder is not going to see much success with it. Totem Shaman, though, looks very good. Same thing with Evolve Shaman. Note that for Evolve Shaman, Primordial Wave is going to beat Mech Rogue. So that may be very attractive to some players who don't like losing to Mech Rogue. Older cards from previous expansions make up a lot of these decks though, Totem Shaman and Evolve Shaman. So they're probably not that exciting and won't see much play, but they're strong enough. So they are more figured out than Nature Shaman, that OTK Overload Shaman that's rather new. And so they do tend to be a bit easier to play. On to Death Knight, which has Plagues. Early on, they look good, but they got exposed. Yeah, the best list is in the Vicious Syndicate Theory Crafting article. The game plan for Plague Death Knight is to shuffle Plagues and kill the enemy over time. However, the matchup against Mage is not great. Against Hunter, Mech Rogue, or Chad Warlock, all these different decks, Plague Death Knight just does not hold up. So at high levels of play, it just becomes unplayable. Really, if you want to play Death Knight, you really want to play Blood Death Knight, which is a little sad because Plague Death Knight is the new fun thing to do. But Blood Death Knight is pretty good because it's good against Mage. Blood Death Knight able to heal, pretty much. Control Priest and Warlock make up the final two classes that are playable for the most part right now. Control Priest is tier 3, even at high levels, so it's just pretty mediocre. Not much to say about Control Priest. Undead Priest seeing very little play. Warlock, weak against some of the best decks in the game, being Rainbow Mage and Mech Rogue, so you really don't want to play Chadlock. I would wait until the first round of nerfs, or perhaps that is what Zacho said. Maybe I agree with him. So, in fact, I do. Warlock is fine against Hound Hunter, but overall, the better tier decks will beat it. So Warlock is not strong right now, unfortunately. However, some good news for Warlock players. Imp Block may be good, but the play rate is just a little too low. And somewhere here, NoHandsGamer went 10-1 with Curse Warlock recently. Demon Hunter, pretty unpopular right now, although Relic Demon Hunter does well against Mage and Priest. It will be a contender moving forward. Yes, Outcast Demon Hunter does not see much play, so let's focus on Relics. There are some slots in Relic Demon Hunter which you can adjust, reason being of Relic of Dimensions, which is really nice for disruption cards. So in particular, Speaker Stomper is a card I had to look up. It has tradable, which is really nice, and a Battle Cry, which is enemy spells cost 2 more next turn. Imagine slamming this down for 0. That's really strong, and that is why it's so good with Relic of Dimensions, which can help discount all these to 0. Relic of Dimensions can help discount Speaker Stomper or Meltranics to 0. So incredibly strong, this bold combo here. Also, Relic of Phantasms has synergy as well with this new card, Speaker Stomper. And finally, the worst classes you could play are Paladin, Druid, and Warrior. Let's not go into Warrior because it's just so bad. Druid, let's just do Druid. Has a lot of hope moving forward, but it's not good right now because it needs Mech Rogue to go away pretty much. Paladin. Mech Paladin is not good compared to Mech Rogue. You'd be better off playing Mech Rogue. Although, Pure Dude Paladin is good. So that covers the Vicious Syndicate portion. The NoHandsGamer tier list here. He has Rainbow Mage, Mech Rogue, and Hound Hunter at tier 1. Tier 2, Control Priest, Nature Shaman, Chadlock, and Drum Druid. And then Plague Death Knight Warrior down below. All this pretty much agrees with Vicious Syndicate, which is great. And probably tier 2, but unpopular, would be Blood Death Knight, Pure Dude Paladin, Relic Demon Hunter, and Secret Hunter. So again, all of these links that you've seen me pull up here, I have them all linked in this Google Doc. You can find this Google Doc, a link to it, in the description on the YouTube video here down below. So let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you have any feedback, any comments. Hope this video was helpful, and I can't wait to do another one and make this even better for all of you. Have a great day. Have a great night. Happy Hearthstoning, everybody. Peace.